All right, this is just an off the cuff video. Playoffs starting today for my favorite team, which is the New York Knicks. Um, they're playing the Detroit Pistons, and the Detroit Pistons are freaking. They're gonna be a tough opponent for the Knicks, man. Of course, I think the Knicks should win this series as long as they stay healthy. I know Jalen Brunson is back. He was playing a couple, last couple of games in the season after injuring that ankle that he injured. He had a very bad sprain. I think he missed a couple weeks. Hopefully that ankle is fine, but that was a damn bad sprain. So hopefully that doesn't show up during those playoffs again. But I was surprised. I checked out the actual roster for the Detroit Pistons. I didn't follow them during the season that much. I mean, I saw the last couple of games that they played against the Knicks, and I saw that they have a tough team, man. They got some scrappers in there. They play tough defense. They're a good team. But as I'm looking at it, I'm looking at their roster for this regular season. Dude, I mean, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. They got 9 players averaging double digits in points. That is a deep ass team. 9 players in double digits in points. I mean, their main scorer is Cade Cunningham. You got Tobias Harris. Guy is older already. He's 32 years old. But the Knicks, for some reason, multiple years back, every time they play against the Pistons and Tobias Harris is playing, they have problems covering this guy. He's extra motivated playing against the Knicks, I'll tell you that. They got Tim Hardaway Jr., good player. He's going to be playing against the Knicks, and he's going to want to prove something again. They got a good team. Dennis Schroeder, he's a good PG right there. Schroeder himself is a 10, 11 points a game. Their 3-point shooting is 36%. And as I'm switching to the Knicks, as I'm looking at the Knicks got 5 players in double digits in points average. 3-point shooting, 37% pretty much. So very slightly better than the Detroit Pistons. Rebounds, they got 44.8. Then you got the Knicks at 42.6. So the Pistons look like a better rebounding team. Blocks for a game for the Knicks and 5.3 for the Pistons. So definitely looking like a better defensive team on the Pistons. And then you got turnovers. You're looking turnovers a game for the Knicks is 13.3, and turnovers a game for the Pistons is 15. So that's a minus right there. This is gonna be a tough matchup. Tough matchup. It's going to be very, very, very interesting. Cade Cunningham has to be stopped or minimized a little bit. He's a point guard. I don't think they should be playing Jalen Brunson on him. That's one thing. I think Cade Cunningham. Who should they put on him? They should put on him Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart could guard the guy. I mean, Josh Hart is a good defender. Even though Cunningham is a point guard, I got a text message. Even though Hart is a point guard, I would put Josh Hart on him and put as much pressure as I can, because Josh Hart is not dependent on scoring, not being dependent on scoring as much as Jalen Brunson is. And Jalen Brunson's, averaged 26 points a game, just like Cunningham. Cunningham is a 26.1. It's pretty much the same thing. But I hope that they don't put Brunson on Cunningham. The only thing is, what I've seen during one or two of those games where the Detroit Pistons played the Knicks during the season, I saw that they would put Dennis Schroeder on the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, and he was giving Brunson some problems. Schroeder's 31 years old, but let me see how tall he is. Dennis Schroeder, 6'1", and then you got Jalen Brunson. I think he's about that too. Jalen Brunson, 6'2". So Brunson's slightly taller than Schroeder, but Schroeder is a freaking tough defender. He played in the Olympics too. Um, they got a good team right there. So the Knicks, as I'm looking at the series right now, they haven't played any games, and I'm probably going to chime in and record a video after the game tonight. But as I'm looking at it, the Knicks hopefully get this done in 6 games. I don't want this going to 7 because even though the Knicks will have a home court advantage, um, like I said, Detroit is a scrappy team, and it's easier to get injured too with a scrappy team. So I don't want the Knicks to be pressured so much to have to play a game 7 against the Pistons and have to battle it out that way. Personally, I don't think the Knicks are going to go that far these playoffs because even if they win in the first round, they most likely going to meet Boston in the second round, and I don't think they're going to be getting past Boston. So this season, top achievement for the Knicks most likely going to be second round playoffs. But I definitely don't want them to get out in the first round. But like I said, this is going to be a tough series right here. This is going to be a tough series. This is going to be reminiscent of 90s basketball. I'll be honest with you. With the way that both these teams kind of play, you're posting up, Cat under the basket for the Knicks, and then you're looking at Detroit having that tough defense and stuff like that. I mean, let me just see something. The Knicks this season in points, they're the ninth overall in the NBA out of 30 teams. In defense, they're ninth overall out of 30 teams. And then you're looking at the Detroit Pistons, and the Detroit Pistons are 12th in points, so they're a little bit worse on offense. And defensive points, they're 14th. The Knicks look slightly better. Offensive rating for the Pistons 16th overall, defensive rating for the Pistons 11th, and then you got offensive rating for the Knicks 5th in the NBA, so they're much better offensively. And then defensive rating 14 for the Knicks, so it looks like the Pistons a little bit better defensively. So let's see what happens. But this is definitely going to be an interesting series, especially for me. And I got to check what other games are out there today because if there's any other interesting games that I'm going to be able to actually watch, I'm probably going to come in and kind of share my thoughts on that if I watch those games, of course. And we'll go from there. But let's see what the Knicks do tonight, and hopefully they win. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.